Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing a little, if you want to call it an educational video. We're going to be replacing the brake pads on this SN95. So if you want to know how to change the brake pads on an SN95, we're going to be doing that and covering that entire process today. We're going to do the front and the brake. We've got nice ceramic brakes that we're going to be putting on, and as you can see, we already just got the caps off the wheels, and I've loosened the driver's side nuts already. We're going to be putting the pads on now, just breaking the pads in after they've been installed. But then next weekend we're going to find out if we can come through on the Saturday and just do the scheming of the discs, because I do know that the front discs are the problem, because you can see, I'll show you later on in the video where they're only catching on certain spots and not the entire disc itself. The back isn't that bad, but we're going to scheme all four anyways, just to get them nice and even so that the brake catches the entire disc. We'll be strapping on the GoPro once we got the wheel off, so you can see the entire process. We're going to try and cover the entire process. It's not a huge job, but for a novice or amateur working on cars, it's something completely different, something new. You can do it yourself in the driveway. You can see we're going to handle this on jack stands and a trolley jack, and you're just going to need simple hand tools to do the job. And yeah, let's get to it, guys. Two nuts are off, guys, as you can see. Those are the two bolts.
First you're pushing something, you have to push release the shoe.
The brake pads from the disc, yeah. Take it off. And there you can see the pads inside the caliper. Oh, look how thin they are though. There's not a lot of pads still on here. That's bare metal there at the top already.
There's a crash.
Eh? These are the back brakes. So guys, this is how they look coming off the car. You can see there's not much pad left on these.
Compared to that.
Yeah, I mean, these if you compare the two, that's how they're supposed to look. And that's what they look like now. There's like cracks and shit in this one. This one's got like a gold flake in it as well. It's probably the ceramic. Is it? Oh, okay. As you can see, these are the two that came off. And if you look at them from the side like this, you can see that it's been catching the one side of the brake pad. It's been catching slanted, so it's almost bare metal over here on this side. This one's got quite a bit of pad still left, but compared to these, yeah. So let's put these one side. I don't know how much pad that brakes had when I bought the car. I have been driving the car for 2 years already, so yeah. I don't think that the brakes were like this when I got the car though. I think the brakes are halfway through already, or maybe 3/4 way. And the disc itself. Disc is getting drilled.
Yeah.
I'll put on GT500 discs. Yeah. No.
Then we have better about it.
No. Drilled. Was he nog van? The newer cars obviously have a light that comes on that tells you the brake pads, how much percent they have left. Hello, you saw the filter when we took the filter out.
Yeah, but those people.
Yo, K&N filter. Dead.
And there's those long ones, so you don't get those long ones.
It was black.
Don't get those long ones. Get but
The ronde ene, ja. That looked like a vacuum cleaner's They look like a vacuum cleaner's thing.
My vacuum cleaners though, able to look better.
Sure, it was rough. Right now we just put a little copper slip on the edges. You can see the copper compound just on the edges of the brake pad itself. It helps with the releasing when you release the brake, or when you release your foot off the brake. You can see we pushed the top pad now into place. Here's the passenger side's pads that still need to go on, and we're just pushing the other pad into place now. Use some vices just to push the pad back so that it can go over the disc, because you see the disc is quite broad compared to those discs that were like that thin. You can see when you push the pad in, it pushes the fluid back up to the reservoir over here at the top. So you can see it was on max, just under max, and now you can see it's right to the top almost. So you just need to watch that every time when you push it back. Just watch that the fluid doesn't come out here at the top, otherwise you're going to have fluid leaking everywhere. Because lots of people, what they'll do is they'll bleed the system, so they'll bleed it on the nipple, and then they'll replace the brake fluid. But there's nothing wrong with this brake fluid, so we just moved it back. There's the bleeding nipple right there. But then if you bleed it, you turn the nipple loose, you're going to have air in your system, air in the pipes, so you're going to have to bleed the entire system, and we're not going to do that today. So right now we're just putting on the bolts that we loosened to get the caliper off the brake disc. There's two bolts, one at the bottom, one at the top. Just make sure that your caliper is flush with the disc itself. You can see this disc, what I was talking about, guys, having the disc schemed. You can see these lines. When they scheme it, when they smooth it out, it's completely smooth and it looks like a brand new disc. You'll see on the back, when we do the back ones now, you'll see that the back discs itself isn't as bad as these front ones. You can actually feel, if you take your nail and you run your nail over it, you can feel the grooves where the disc itself is catching, and you want to basically remove all of that. You want a nice schemed disc so that the brake pad can catch it. And this is yeah, car guy life, I guess. So now what we're doing is just getting those brakes to settle in and pushing the fluid back through. You can even feel the pedals right to the top now. So that's basically how you bleed your system as well. We've done plenty of those, Dad. So we can pop this wheel on.
Like broken and the disc broke, the pad broken is also
the disc, yeah.
So they need scheming, because there's a lip,
Yeah, I can feel there's a lip there.
You scheme that away.
Yo, you know what'll be lacking now? Yes. What? Mucho! Are you gonna go get? So we're pushing it in with the vise. Cool.
A lot of people don't know about this years because they got pressure and they must move. It's paint on you and they don't move that.
Well, it sticks most. This is metal against metal, so it's gonna, because any sort of friction, the copper slip just makes it slide a bit smoother. Oh fuck! You see, Michael Douglas passed away, eh? 104. Jesus. Eh? Yes, sis. That's 104. I don't want to live till 104. Fuck. Imagine. Cucking on yourself, no thanks. The first time I cuck on myself, I said, pull the plug, meneer. Kom maar. Fucking hell. Well, in this country, Eskom's pulls the plug for you. No muchos.
Oh, ding is in hier. and then it starts going against the steel here. And
Yeah, yeah, but that's that happened to the other one. The other one you can see the gear, yeah.
Yeah.
See there? There's almost hardly a lip there anymore. There's nothing there.
Yes.
Klaar.
This is where the where it
gets stinged onto it.
pressed in.
Yeah.
That's awful.
Yep. They did alright. Bolt motor coming soon, guys.
510 speed.
Yeah, 5010 speed coming soon. Y'all hate on this fucking V6s, guys, but I'm pretty impressed. Yeah. In a V6 3.8 beating turbo cars already, yeah? OPCs, Runx's, Nissan Sentras, Toyota Corollas. Robot to robot, guys. No chance.
With extra weight in the car.
With extra weight in the car, with bushings dead, with a gearbox that's giving issues, with a vacuum leak, and we whooping ass out there. Yeah, 1995 versus 2007 cars.
No, that's 2014.
Well, 2014 as well. And we're beating them. Okay guys, so we got the back brakes off now. These are how the new ones look. Got the new hardware on as well. Which is very awkward to work in this space because the cables and the brake lines and stuff are still attached to the caliper. There's not much space like there is in the front. And this one's very smooth. There's hardly any lippy on it or anything, so this disc still looks fine. See, the disc is way smaller than the front because there's more stopping power in the front.
Okay guys, so we're trying to get that brake pad in. The other brake pad's already in, but you can see we're struggling with that little clip. That little clip right there. See there where the screwdriver is, because you need to get it lined up quite perfectly, otherwise it's not gonna go in, not even at the slightest. Got the other one in with a bit of a struggle already. That one, as you can see, struggling to get in as well. But it's, you have to apply pressure from two different angles to try and get that clip, to try and get the pad into position. And it's a struggle, like I said before. There's brake lines and stuff connected to the caliper, and we don't really want to take it off. Okay guys, so after a long while of struggling, we finally got it on. Instead of trying to push it in from this way, it was supposed to come in from the back. So we took off the back of the caliper and then pushed the brake in, or the brake pad, from left to right, or from the back of the car to the front of the car. But as you can see, we got it in now. There was another two bolts at the back that we needed to take out. I'll show you on the next, the other side, how easy it is now that we know how to do it. Working on a car is all about a learning experience. I mean, if you don't know how to do it, you learn how to do it, and we learned how to do it now. So the next side, we struggled quite a while on this side now, but the next side should go pretty smoothly if we do it the same as what we did it now. So you can see new brake pads are in place on both sides, and oh, all sorted. What a struggle, because it's like these clips that you do from one side, and then there's a clip that you have to push from the other side, and it's a whole...
Can you start fighting with this?
Yeah,
Lisa.
look at this. Service.
Yeah, did you get it right now?
Yeah, after we watched it on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Did a little research.
Wat nuts is lying here?
Oh, it's the wheel nut. This one. Can you hold it right? Okay, so basically it's as easy as take that back, those two bolts off that hold the back of the caliper, let the caliper hang loose, and you can see the brake pads right there. There's one and there's two. And we struggled like how long?
Yeah,
you can see this pad, this disc is the worst out of all four of them. You can see where the brake is basically only catching certain parts. I'll give you some light, you can see it. I'll take the light away, you can't see it really that well, but you can see there where the brake is actually catching, and you can see on the brake itself as well. There's only catching certain spots. It's not catching the entire disc, and it's not catching the entire brake pad as well. It could be because it's loose, eh?
No, that's the wheel tight, full of tight. But this is just from Russian old things.
You can see this definitely needs to get schemed. It's not going to catch. Jado should sponsor us with some tools, since we only use Jado in all the videos. Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm going to tag them. Tag them and tell them we need some tools. Now that both were taken out, we just slide the new ones in, but it's a bit of an awkward way of getting these in with those silver clips at the top and at the bottom. It's a really tight fit. How did we push them in from the back last time? Push them in from the back like that, and yeah, hammered them in. Hammer. The hammer. Just give them a little bit of a love tap in with Thor's hammer. Just knock until they flush, basically right up against those lips over there, so that they're nice and flush. So you see, guys, the sliders, see, they're supposed to slide in and out like that with that little cushion over there, that little rubber airbag. There was one here at the top, and it was seized like a mofo. So we used our, you know, not a sponsor, Spark, and some manpower, and we got it out with a pry bar and a vice grip. And now we're just sanding it down a little. You can see I'm laying here on the floor. I was busy trying to, cameraman, was busy trying to wiggle it out, and we finally wiggled it out, and it's a boy. Looking little boy, but it's a boy. We finally got it out, and just sanding it down. Can I spray some lube inside there?
Yeah, but scratch it out.
Can I use the screwdriver?
Yeah, you can just scratch it.
Because there's stuff in there, you can feel it. Okay guys, so we just took the repo around the block just to see if the brakes are working, and it's definitely working top notch. We had a bit of a struggle, but you know, it's a learning curve. Those things kind of happen. You have to work on the car to know how it operates and so on. Did get a little guidance on YouTube, just checking what we actually need to do. Yeah, car is performing much better with these brakes on. I mean, in terms of stopping, it's doing its job. It's doing one hell of a job. And yeah, if you guys like the content, please drop a like. Please subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. You do know we do everything, modding the car, maintenance, and we do car events as well. And that's it for today's video, guys. I just wanted to give a big shout out to the mechanic, my dad, packing away, and the cameraman, Ninja.
Follow me on Instagram.
Yeah, we're gonna pop the Instagram handles down here as well, so give us a follow on Insta, and check out my Facebook my Facebook page as well. It's all the same name, Ride in the Reaper. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Ride in the Reaper, peace out.